Hello, Tango is here. I'm playing the Cache Cleaner Simulator. This is not a guide, I am just playing. I will maybe give some advices on tips and tricks, but otherwise I have finished the story already, so this is just like the after. So there will be some spoilers regarding to the place, but not to the story. So without further ado, I will just get a new quest. Commission. Okay, I need more dollars, so okay, I can't get that. Let's get this. Or this. That's easy. Okay, small box and euro, no ink stain money. So just one thing to mention. When you get the mission, you will see the requirements. And when they say not ink stained, it means that if you open this, it will be ink stained. So you never should open these bank bags anyway. I mean with the proper, with the E, it always just has to be cut open. Small box. I have small boxes somewhere. Okay, that's my euro shelf, that's the dollar shelf, and that's the yen. And I would say that these are not really good shelves because you can use the under space, you can use these two shelves, but you can barely reach the third one. And I use these pallets to use as a step to reach the higher steps for yen as well. I wanted to give 200,000 euro. This is 100,000. 150. This should be all what I need. Yeah. Okay, one is more or less clean. Worry about marked money. And oh, it's still, there are still more in it. Oh, there are yens in there as well. Coins. Okay, I can't grab them. Okay, so it's not really visible, but there is so I can collect my coins. Here I have a full box of coins already. Stored away just for no good reason. Okay, let's cut some of these open. I will definitely miss some. will definitely have to come back and cut more open, but that's fine. It's still much better than to do the cutting manually for every stack. Okay, first that's enough. Let's set up for Euro. Euro. Okay. And we can start it. I will watch it for a while because I want to make sure that I don't see any marked bills. Actually, I can do that easier here. So let's just drop a lot of bills here. If there is any red in it, that's a bad news. I think I should be fine because this came from a bank. And the quest did not mention that they don't want marked bills. So if the mission would have mentioned that they don't want marked bills, they definitely send us marked bills. Okay, that was just a little trick, so you can grab a bunch of money right here, right like this, with the F, but if you move that bunch into a pile, it will pick up the whole pile. And I could drop it in here, but it might be too much for this device, for this counter, so I will not do it. It would just overflow. And this one seems like an easy one, because if there is no marked money, it's just a question of packing them using the money straps. So some would say that these games are really boring, and I would say that can be true. But it's also quite a relaxing game because there is no stress. You just do whatever you do. I usually listen to audiobooks or news or whatever on my second monitor. So I like this game. It's currently version 1.0.3, quite early. The only problem with the game, or there are some not user-friendly things, I would say, not problems, that you can't separate the marked wheels from the not marked wheels. So just for reference, so these are the marked wheels with these red marks on it. This is the mark of the police. These are some gang marks. So you need to separate these manually, otherwise they will stay in the stacks. None of these devices can sort them out. These can sort out the counterfeit money, because there is counterfeit money as well, of course. And you can recognize them that they don't have any of these bright UV lights on them. And if the user I mean, the customer doesn't specify it, then you can that he doesn't want fake money, then you can give him fake money. But when you are getting the quest rewards, you get bonuses if you are not giving them fake money, marked money, dirty money, whatever money. So basically they like the real money, of course, and you get a lot more bonuses for those. So it works to separate the problematic money from the real money. Another problem what I would mention with the game is that this is a good setup to see the marked money because it's night, and I have plenty of UV lights set up. But in daylight you can't really create conditions where you can actually see the marks. It's really hard to spot them. So of course you can use this workbench and use the ultraviolet light, but since the space is really limited, it's really hard to see if there is some marked money under the normal money. Okay, and this knife is really useful. Another function of this work desk is this sponge. You don't really need to use it if you are careful, so you are not opening the bank bags the usual way with the button E. But and also because if they get inked, so there is a security device which covers the banknotes with ink, and you can't wash out the ink with the washing machines. You have to do it manually, and that's the only way to remove the ink with this sponge. And the bad thing about the ink, that if one banknote gets ink, it will ink the other banknotes which it came in contact with. So you have to be very careful around inked banknotes. So you shouldn't keep them together with regular money. Yeah, okay. This. I now switched it off. I just noticed that there is a mod now to make the cleaning faster, because it takes a very long time to clean up a bunch of money with this sponge manually. So if you are regularly get problems, you might want to try that mod. Now I don't know if it works or if it will work in later versions, because I'm quite sure there will be multiple updates for this game. I expect that we will get a device which will separate the marked money from the non-marked money, unmarked money. For example. but I can't grab money from the desk, so I need to just use one. Now I can grab them again. So there are small issues here and there, and mostly like missing quality of life features. But overall I didn't have any serious problems with it. It's the story is, well, it's there. It's nothing exceptional. But I guess it's fine. Story is also very player friendly. There are lots of hints if you are stuck. So it's really not something you have to worry about if you can finish the story or not. Okay. Can I grab... oh, there are more stacks. Okay. Nice. Now I can grab all the coins and figure out where is my coin box. Okay, that's all the euros. How much? Okay, I have a few 100 stacks, so I can do this one. That's 100,000. So I am usually peg them into a 50,000, 100,000 packs because I have my missions are usually about multiple 100,000 deliveries, so I don't really need these 10,000 stacks bundles. Okay, just one thing to mention here. So my organizing is that here I keep the loose 100s, which are not bundled together with straps. Here I keep the 50s, and I keep the 20s up here, far from both of them, because if these loose 20s would be here, they would jump together into a pile with the 100s, and I would be really annoyed because I would need to separate them again. And I wish the distance from where these banknotes jump together into a pile would be a bit bigger. What's this? 100 is trying to run away. Okay. So if I grab out 100 bills, then it will look like this. But if you just add one more, it jumps into a pile, and this can happen on your shelves if you are not keeping the loose money very far from each other. Just just keep these as it is for now. Okay, 50s. I don't think I have enough for a full stack. Okay, I will definitely do a 20,000 back, and I should start using them because I have 100,000 here just in 20s, and another, I don't know, 26,000. Okay, even more 20s. And even more 20s. Switch this off if the noise is annoying. Okay, and these are yens, so I will set up for yen. Okay. So I was thinking about putting a second sorter here on the floor where the money bills fall, but it is hard to manage even just one alone, so I opted against it. I grabbed some tape. Okay, that was scuffed. That's why you need to always use this tool again, because sometimes this should have been in the 20 spec and it just spit it out in the earlier session. So you can, if you just grab out 100 manually, use these straps, then you will have random 20s in the bunch of other nodes. So what's this? Oh, it's a rare one. Nice. It's for the collection. Okay. I don't know if you hear the airplane. I will switch off the microphone for a sec. It flew away. And I am placing these as well, so it will always fall over these towers. So I make sure that there is one of the legs of the shelves which will prevent it from falling into the ground. 50 or 5,000s. And I employ these UV lights on the shelves as well, because I really don't want marked monies in the stacks. So you can also do this to check the stacks. Hold it up and move it around a bit. I will have a thousand, I mean 100 of these bills. But if I am just drop it on it and it's more than 100, it will jump into a pile, and that can cause chain reaction. Actually, I'm not even sure why am I keeping these on the top shelf. There are no bills. I mean, just 3 types of bills. Orients. So, yeah, I will move them one level lower. Yeah, these shelves are really not well designed. I mean, you can use 50% of the shelf easily. The other part is hard to reach. Okay. Now I have a bit of a trouble because I need to put these in the center. And I have put these there. Okay. Alright. Okay, now it's the red seconds. It's really hard to see the red signs when this happens. Okay, and I don't think this is 100, so I can just safely drop it on it. Okay, that was one delivery. Let's see, let's not get anything which contains marked money. Okay, so this one will contain marked money. So I am not getting this quest. 230, but it's a small amount, 85,000. Should be easy to sort it out. Whatever, I will do it. Okay. And they want a large box. Okay. That's 100,000, that's too much. 50,000. 85. Clean and dry, no marked. Oh, but I should use my 20 blocks, so that's 70. 85. And check it. It's 85. So I will get all the bonuses with exact deliveries with real money. Perfect stacks means that I am using 100 stacks, so that's why I don't understand why do we have this feature to change the stack size. I don't think anybody is ever using the other options than the hundreds, because it just makes no sense. Okay, let's try to find the marked money. Oh, it's also dirty and wet. Are there more in it? Yes. Okay. definitely always want to open the euros, I mean the blank packages like this. Okay, I need to wash it in 2 sessions. I have actually 2 more washing machines, but I never use them. I don't know why the game gives you free washing machines, to be honest, because if you are not playing in multiplayer, which is not a feature, you can't really handle all of them at once. Okay, let's wash the remaining ones. Also, you can switch the washing cycle length, but again that's a completely useless feature because in 15 seconds it won't be clean. Same for the dryer, so I don't know why those features are there. Okay. I wonder how much money I burned accidentally already. So it seemed like I put in much less bills than I'm taking out. It is just the straps were broken, so the volume of the money got bigger. And as you see, there is a high-powered UV light right next to the dryer, and you see absolutely zero, not even the UV signs. But I know for a fact that there are some hard money in there. So these are basically completely useless in the daylight. Okay, let's just drop everything here. Oh, yeah, I will not be able to. So now I can pick out maybe some mark notes. It's just too much. So the hard part is just to manually sort out, but even though basically it's right on the UV light, you don't see any red right in here, and there might be one, and you can barely see the UV signs on the other side of the pack. Here it's quite visible, these green highlights. I don't see any. Red here. So what I usually do, I sort it out, but I not pack them together because I need to manually separate the marked money from the unmarked ones. So this will take some time. Because you basically have to wait until nightfall to do this properly. So I just throw it here, and I will create separate piles for... Oh, there is one. Separate piles for each banknotes. There is another one over there. Okay, I don't see any more there. So maybe we can call these 20s clean. Just drop them here. 100. Yeah, it's really hard to see if there is a impostor in there. So I'm not even trying in these light conditions. Okay. Whatever, I will just do the regular way, how I usually do. Okay, 150s. So there is this light to see if there are any red notes there, but it's since it's daytime, can't really see. Oh, there is a red one over there. So this pile is infected. We are very close that this bunch jumps into this pile, but whatever. Okay, so that's all of them. We can try to manually separate the marked one from the unmarked ones. I don't see any red here, so this might be a safe pack. There is some odd ones over there. You can see the red. There is one, definitely marked. Okay, another one and another one. I really like this feature, right, that I can drop down the last few ones one by one. So you can just press X and it's down. Oh, another one. grab a marked one. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is a marked money, and you can barely see it. Okay. There are still more marked money in there. Okay. So it's quite boring to do this. Okay, that's another 10,000 euros. I didn't want to grab it this way. So you can play this game much faster if you don't care about these things. But then some of the quests are out of reach because I mean it's not out of reach, but you can't really do them perfectly, because if you send, okay, so the user, for example, the customer wants 10,000 euros, you send him a stack of 10, stack of hundreds, then there is some marked money in it, he won't accept it, and you have to send another, I don't know, so if he wanted in a backpack, then you have to send it in another backpack. So you lose the mission bonuses and also some money on the containers if you didn't have available free ones. Okay. And this, I don't think there is a 100 bills here. No, this won't be 100, so I can just safely drop it here. Let's make a 50. Okay, that wasn't a lag, it was an auto save. And that was more marked money than I expected. And these are the marked hundreds, but you can barely see the marks even this close to the UV lights. Okay, let's sort through the 20s. Okay, this seems clean bunch. Oh, not really. See any red. more reds in there. There are at least 3 more in this side as well. You can see it on the edge of the money. These seem to be clean, most of them. I can't see the bottom ones. Okay. Game likes to randomly grab out marked monies, it seems. Still more marked money. Okay. I think here there is some red in there as well. There was a marked money there, and the other seems green. So yeah, that's not a Game of the Year gameplay, but it's fine. I like these games. Okay. I didn't drop. Oh, not marked, right? Okay, I can quickly pick these up. There are some marked money there as well, but not the lower ones. I wanted to say that this part of the stack is fine, but right after that I have found the marked one. So yeah, that was not true. It wouldn't have been true. There's still more marked money in there. Okay, so this little dip here is also able to cause some problems, because if you have money which falls through here and you are not seeing it, you can just grab a stash of money, and there might be something hidden here, which is a different banknote like what you are collecting here. So I was surprised to see that. Why do I have random 20 bills, I mean euro bills, in my dollar bills? And that's why, because some of it was hidden here. Okay. was quite a lot of marked money. Marked 20s. Okay, I don't know if I have 100 of these. I will try it. I might have. No. Just barely, but no. Okay. So, why I am keeping these? Two reasons. One, but I already mentioned that you will get much more rewards for the quests, and sometimes the quests ask for specifically marked monies. And if you are spending it on just random customers, you won't have it. Probably you will get more when that customer is ordering it, but I like to be prepared. Okay, and I already checked this stack, so it should be fine. 20 euros. Yeah. Okay, it's getting dark, so I can see better. I don't see any red signs. Okay, like this is like it's not working. It should be the more powerful UV light. So I feel like I'm wasted that money when I purchased it. It's quite expensive too. Okay, 50s. Alright, so here I already see that there is some marked money in it. Okay, just go next to a light. Okay, this part seems clean. I'm not sure about this part. Okay, this was nice, clean bunch. Okay, I'm not sure what's the deal with these airplanes again. We'll switch off the mic. Okay, it flew away. Okay, there are definitely marked ones in this batch. It seems to me that when you grab 100 bills from out of a pile, then you either, so when you have marked money in it, then you will get most of the marked money in that 100 bills. So this might be a feature, I don't know, because you would expect that from every 100 bills you will get one or two of the marked ones, but it seems it doesn't work that way. Okay, trying to grab that last marked money. Okay, there might be some here as well. we find? Okay. Right. That's maybe red. I don't know. I think there are some more reds in there. Yeah, there is one for at once. Oh, there are a couple of those. And yeah, this is the few seconds where you just can't see the red on the red. Thankfully, it's a very, very short period of time. Because yeah, that's really strange to me that there is no dedicated room for this to separate the marked money from the unmarked ones. Okay, and now it's night. Now it's very easy to see. Okay, did I? No, I didn't pick up any. That had 11 marked ones. Okay, I got hit by an autosave. Okay, this bundle is like a marked money magnet. So I'm quite sure there is a hidden feature which gives more of these marked monies into the same 100 stack, and this what I grabbed was marked for marks. So I had a much higher chance to get. Okay, there are some marked ones in there as well. So there was a much higher chance to grab marked money bills out of the pile while this was in my hand. But I think this will all go away in a future update when you will have a device which will actually sort out the marked money for you. I can even imagine they will categorize the marks so different mark types can be separated. Maybe not, but I can imagine doing that. Okay, this seems like a clean stack. I don't see any more. Oh, there was red there. So, still more. Oh. I missed that one almost. 2 more. Okay, this seems like a clean grab. And it is. Okay, this looks like a clean again, but I don't see the bottom ones here, so there might be some surprises. Okay, no surprises. And this seems clean as well. Alright. That's 50k euros. Nice. Okay, so it takes a lot of time to do this. But that's how you do it properly. The 50s are here. Yes. And it definitely doesn't have enough for a full stack. Alright. Let's not grab another marked for a while. So this one is it says it easy, but it's actually impossible to do, because it says I need 5 golden statues, 5 silver statues, and any kind of bills. But the problem is that I don't have actually golden statues. I have only one. I have one over there. I have 5 silver, a couple of vases. But if I would take that quest, it would just sit in my quest log for a while, and I would always have to change the actual quest to the deliverable quests. So it would just cause me problems if I would take that. This is too late for that. Okay. Let's do this in a mattress. Okay. That's rare when they want mattress. I don't even have mattresses. Okay, these are all kind of different money, it seems. Euros, dollars. I don't see yens. So it's not dirty. It just looks like a bit dirty. Okay, so it took me some time to figure out how the matrices work, because if I just so in this way I can't do anything with it. So if I drop money on it, nothing happens. So I have to cut it and now if I put money on it, it will be just on it again. So if I bundle it, the money just falls down again. So what I need to do is actually cut it open. Okay, what's this? These are for my coin collection. And I think there is actually a bug with this as well, because I don't know actually. I haven't tried, I didn't want to pay a mission because of that. Because one quest said that in a mattress, but the container is intact. And you can't fix these cuts. Okay, that's 70,000. 90. 110. 130. 140. That seems fine. Of shit with this as well. Okay, let's just... Well, on first glance seems legit. I don't see any reds. Can start sorting it. I'm watching for a while if I see any red. The mission didn't say they don't want marked money. They usually don't give me marked money, so it should be safe. Okay, another bunch of useless stuff. So there was only one quest which asked for coins, but it also provided the coins, so there is no real reason to collect these. Okay, I need to cut these open. These are empty. There is one more of these backpacks. Okay, I will trust that there are no marked money in these packs. Okay, so this might be a question that why do I cut these bundles open? So because if it says 20, it should be a bundle of 20. It says 100. But for example, this 20 became 100, so it's not a homogeneous stack. So I need to count it anyway, and also. If I want to create perfect bundles, then I have to do this anyway. And of course, I can't see if there are marked money in these bundles. So it just doesn't make too much sense to use the provided bundles if you want to be neatly organized. Okay. Maybe I should have started with the dollars, whatever. this, there are no marked monies at all. Switch to dollars, because I'm just wasting time at the moment. We'll quickly stack these. Doesn't seem like enough for a full stack. Okay, I could create a 20k bunch, but maybe later. And this should be a full stack. Alright, so let's switch to dollar. So I was wasting time, and as we know, time is money. Okay, it's easier to bunch up these. Oh, that's a bit more than these are $10 bills. Euro there, so I will have to send this through again. actually good for me to work with dollars because I have pretty low dollar reserves. Especially for this late game orders where they usually want sometimes multiple $100,000 at once. And I like to have it all prepared before I even take the mission. But because of the story I had to spend a lot of my reserves. So now I am just slowly building it up again. I will get to the point if I don't get too bored, where I will actually use pellets to store these bricks of money at some point. Okay, are we finished? Yes, we are. Okay, let's see. That's a nice $100,000. But the pellets are quite bad, to be honest, because you can't really grab whatever you want to grab from the pellets. You just grab something from the pellets. So I don't know which one of these I will grab. So I was aiming at that and still grabbed a different box. So maybe it's a bad idea to store money on a pellet. It's very weirdly designed. Pallet. I don't know how to say properly. Anyway, there isn't 100 of these. Just drop it here. Do I have 50s? Yes. Well, I just leave this for free. For now, I can use these wrappers later if I need it. Okay, 20s. I don't really need 20s, so I just grab these. Nice round number. Okay, I see 20s, 20 euros, $10 bills, and 50 euros in there. Probably there are some other ones as well, but that will just come out on the bottom. Okay. Assaulted by 100 euro bills. I wouldn't mind, to be honest, too, that someone would throw $100 euro bills at me constantly. Okay, it seems that's all. I don't think we have 100. stacks. So let's use the wrapper. Okay, 20 euros. And 50 euros. And this still doesn't look like 100, so I can just safely drop it. Alright, so that's done. I think it's time for me to grab something to eat. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Bye bye.